Optician Daniel Brunson, and this is Friday Morning Live from Hicks Brunson Eyewear Studios in Utica Square in Midtown Tulsa. And we really appreciate all of you joining us from not only here in Tulsa, the greater Oklahoma area, across the United States and around the world for watching us, watching our stream and watching our videos. It's Black Friday, Becki Jo.
Yes, it is, Daniel.
Yeah.
So that means it is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was absolutely stellar. Had a Thanksgiving dinner for lunch, so that means the rest of the day was smooth sailing. So how was yours?
It was great, and I got some great leftovers that I brought for lunch today.
Yes.
So hope all of you out there had a good Thanksgiving. We have, it means Thanksgiving yesterday means today's Black Friday. So we've got a special Black Friday mega sale going on. We've got a lot of frames that are 50% off. We've got special 10% off kind of for any one item in our store. This is in-store and online. You can check out the mega sale. There's information on our homepage about it. And we're going to share with you some of our favorite frames that we've got today in our sale. And we're just going to talk about all of the great eyewear that we've got for you guys. So I also want to mention real quick before we get started, Zeiss has released their new PhotoFusion X Burgundy. And it's an awesome new color. They really needed it in the PhotoFusion catalog. And I have a video on YouTube right now of my review of the Zeiss PhotoFusion Burgundy. You can check that out on the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. So,
and I recommend watching it because it looked absolutely amazing. So you really need to look at it and take a peek.
The burgundy color is really great.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody, for joining us on Instagram. A lot of people jumping in early on Instagram and on YouTube this morning. Let's start off with some of our frames in our mega sale, our Black Friday sale. This is going on Friday, Saturday, and even on Monday, both in-store and online. Did I mention those of you that live in Tulsa, stop by, gift with purchase? Only one each. Only one item each
Yes.
for all the frames in our sale. There's not anything that we have more than one of there. So
Nope.
That means once they're gone, they're gone. If you see something you like, you might want to grab it. So I'm going to start out here. One of my favorite frames in my personal collection is this one that I wear all the time now. This is my Fossifos Carar, C-A-R-A-R 1. And this color is not available in the sale, but I cannot believe this color is available. This is Carar 1 by Fossifos. This is color 816, and it's a gray with a little bit of green, because Fossifos always splashes in a little bit of great color. Tortoiseshell temple arms on the side. It's such a great shape. Those of you that have followed a lot of my videos for a while, you know what a fan I am of the Masunaga 000. It's really that thick, boxy silhouette, so good looking, but a little bit lighter and a little bit thinner, I will say. And then, of course, Fossifos does colors like nobody's business. Just look at the rich tortoiseshell. The bridge fit is incredible, so sculpted, so smooth. That's the Carar 1. Love that piece. I cannot believe it's in the Black Friday sale, actually.
And I'm going to talk about another Fossifos piece that I was kind of surprised made it into the sale. So this is Nooks 2. This is color 203, so it's a 54i19 bridge. It is a slight cat eye, so it has an angular uplift. It's a little bit rounded at the bottom. This is a really good, smoky gray. It's going to go seamlessly throughout your wardrobe. They did do this really pretty tealy green tortoise temple with it. It's going to be super easy to wear. This frame is super comfortable. Like Daniel was talking about, their sculpted bridge fits usually work for just about everybody. We can usually find a frame within their board that's going to fit just about everybody's nose comfortably. This is very good. Yes, and when it comes to the frames that are 50% off, all sales are final on those because they are kind of a blowout.
We're actually going to leave some grace on that this year. I didn't say anything, but
okay.
Yeah, you know what? We didn't say it that way. So I think for the Black Friday special, if it turns out that one of them doesn't work out for you, there's still the option to exchange. So
okay.
Yeah. So
that was a question that was posted. So normally it's that
normally
way, so.
that is what it is. But you know what? It's something that we'll leave it a little bit more open this time and see how it goes. So I want to share some of my other favorite acetates that we've got in the sale right now. This is the Goatee Homby, Homby. So this is another one of those nice thick, and I cannot believe this one's in the sale also. This is such a beautiful, oh, the tags are so fun. Well, we'll just let that drop.
It's your mini pearl, Daniel.
That's
Come
what
on,
that is, right?
It's your homage to mini pearl.
So when we talk about goatee acetates, we talk about the quality polishing work. So beautiful, stunning, sculpted, hand polished in the factory by the people at Goatee who take such pride in their work. This one was hand polished by Irene.
Yes.
How do I know that it was hand polished by Irene? Because it says so right on the inside of the temple arm right there. Nice, thick, paddle kind of style temple with non-slip grip carved in the back. So the Homby right here, nice polished dark blue gray. You want that signature look that makes a statement, but it's still a color you can wear with anything. You got to check out the Homby. We also have MD 1888. This is Reese, and look at this color. This is a good deep gray, almost like a deep gray horn kind of color. And the MD 1888 is a British brand created by Tom Davies. Signature mark is this hinge. It's a really thick five barrel hinge, but it's like really thick barrels. Really good looking hinge and very British, very clean, classic, like styles that were kind of inspired by early 1900s styles, but then with a little bit of a modern look as well. This one here, this is the cane, right?
Yep, that's the cane.
This is Kane, and this cane's a big shape. This is actually one of the smallest sizes that the cane was available in. And this one, actually, for those of you that need custom nose pads, this one has those. It has custom nose pads that have been added to it. This look is really sharp. And also, if you are somebody out there who needs a much wider fit frame, not only is the cane good, the Salvi, S-A-L-V-I, switching back over to Goatee, this is one of the largest acetate frames we've got in the store right now. This is a 58i, 15 bridge, great color, very wearable, but I'm gonna try this on and you can see, look at the width on this. So if you find yourself, always needing something that's just a little bit wider and fit, Salvi, S-A-L-V-I by Goatee, another frame that is in our special Black Friday sale.
I have a couple here. I've got one, I was kind of surprised that this ended up in the sale. This is by Tom Davies. This is TD 758. This is a 54i 17 bridge. Look at this beautiful titanium frame in this beautiful fall purpley plum color. This has the nose pads. It's got a very comfortable fit and feel to it. It does have that sports style temple. Goes on, fits super comfortably, very lightweight. Another one that I was really surprised ended up in this collection for this sale. This is by American Optical, and this is one of their new aviators. This is Brooks. Brooks is a double bar. It's a little bit smaller. You could totally wear this as an everyday aviator. You could put a light tint in here. We could do amazing things with this frame. However, it did end up in the sale. And I've got a 0G here that I've loved this shape. It works really well for a lot of people. And this is a 56i 18 bridge. So it's a little bit wider. You can see for me, it's a little bit big. So if you want that oversized shape, but you don't want it to end up too deep, this is a really good frame for that. And it's done in this really pretty cardinal red. So if you want that pop of color, you don't want the frame to get too crazy in thickness, the 0G is a super lightweight, very, very comfortable metal to wear. And I was just kind of surprised that it ended up in there. So whenever we do these, Daniel and I are always like, wow, that ended up in the sale. So yeah, there's some things that just end up in there that you're just kind of surprised by.
Right, so we're gonna talk about some vintage looks right now. This is the American Optical Samson. So we have the Samson here in the sale as well. We do not have the cable temple version. Those have become really hard to get. So everybody wants those. That's the most popular version of it, and it sells out and it goes on back order all the time. This is the standard temple version. So it's the same beautiful detail work on the temple arm and on that bridge. The design, very reminiscent of the 1930s design originally that was made by American Optical. So great P3 shape in a metal. That is the silver color, and we also have the gold. There's the gold in the Samson right here. So can't go wrong with this look. Fits most faces really well size-wise, and just a great classic round shape. Another one that's just an awesome vintage piece is it's a reinterpreted, so the American Optical Times is one of their very old sunglasses. This is the modern Times. So, you know, this is that great acetate look with kind of the thicker, darker color rim up top, and then the crystal gray acetate rim down below. Got those American Optical decals on the front there, those pin covers there, those decor pieces right there. Really love this look. Just so much you could do with this. I mean, you could do some of the transitions brown lenses. You could do a lot with this color. And then we have a couple of pieces. Oh, one more from American Optical before I go on to the next brand. This is the Explorer. So this just classic 1960s look right here. The American Optical Explorer. Right out of their 60s catalog. And for the decor pieces on the front, this one actually has the iconic AO logo right there on the front, which is awesome. All right, what have you got?
I have two pieces that, again, was very shocked that they made it in. So this is the Claret. This is a 18 karat rose gold and black. This is by Leisure. This is a phenomenal little double bar solid block titanium. This one is just super comfortable. It's a little bit smaller size. It's a great shape, great style. If you're wanting a piece of leisure, this would be a good time to come in and see what all happens to be in the sale and go from there. I also have an Anna Karin Carlson. Doesn't happen very often that Anna Karin makes it onto or into any of our sales. This is Vegas Syndrome. This is a 5318. This is in the black and gold. I love this negative space right here. When they break that frame up and you just have a little bit of, it almost looks like the lens is suspended a little bit. This is a great fitting little, sorry, my tag was poking me in the face there. A great little rectangle. This is just super fun to wear. Great color. The Tempest, did the Tempest make it in?
Yep, the Tempest did.
Yep, the Tempest did.
It might or might not still be available.
Yeah, it might or might not, but it
but
did.
Yeah, the Tempest is there. This is, yeah, and it might still be available at this moment. Let's see. The Linden. This is the Linden. This is from our private label, and this is a good combination. I'm going to talk about some combination pieces here. So this is a horn rim design or a brow line design. It's got that tortoiseshell acetate rim, titanium lower rim wire, and a matte gold finish. Really easy, wearable. And then this is awesome. This is the Tom Davies, or Tom Davis. You can say it either way. It's really Tom Davis, but it's okay if you say Davies. That's the theme of the year.
Yes, it is.
How are we going to say Tom Davies' name?
How are we going
to say Davis
Tom
or Davies? This is the TD734, color 2190. This might be a little bit small on me, but I just want to show for the color. The color is amazing. You've got these rich tortoiseshell tones. That's that classic, that kind of antique tortoise, and then that matte gold there. Really great look here. You've got some like coining work, some detail work that runs along in the outer rim wire. Really beautiful piece. Even the nose pads, gold titanium. Nice work from Tom Davies. We've got another one from MD 1888. This is a polished black EFA, E-F-A, all right? And so I like this look because, again, a little retro, got the keyhole bridge, very British, got that boxy top there. And I'm gonna share a look I haven't talked about in a while. This is a look by Tom Davies that is called TD687, and I call this the T.S. Eliot shape. You can look at old pictures of the poet T.S. Eliot. You got this crown panto. He was one of the OGs who wore the crown panto. You got the crown angular cut on top, and you got the round shape on the bottom. But this is a more modern interpretation, especially with the matte deep blue finish. Nice sculpted temple from Tom Davies. So this one is eye size 50, bridge size 20. Lots of vertical space, very good for optical lenses, progressive lenses. You need a lot of space for both distance, intermediate, and reading. Just a great look overall.
So I have two here from Etnia Barcelona. So Etnia Barcelona is known for their mineral glass lenses in their suns. So if you want some really fun pops of color for your frames and you want an excellent sun lens, this is Carolina. Carolina is a 52-17. It's a little bit big, oversized, which is fantastic for a sun. You're gonna get some of the best clarity in a mineral glass lens. I absolutely love their lenses when it comes to their suns. So an absolute fantastic representation. You get this really pretty berry tortoise, would be great for fall with this green tortoise down the temple. And I also have from the Bold collection from Etnia Barcelona, this is Brutal number 6. And this one's a little bit smaller. So you've got this beautiful black tortoise, and it is got some tortoise there overlaid on the temple. And then on the inside, they did this really pretty yellow colorway of boxy little checkers. And this one is a much smaller, more petite style of sun. It still fits my face really comfortably. If you're wanting that really classic on-off sun, this is a great version of it because of the mineral glass lenses. Pardon me. You're gonna get some of the best optical clarity through mineral glass, and this is a great representation of it.
Okay, so a couple of like very special pieces here that how did these make it? How did these qualify for the special Black Friday sale? This is the T. Henry Jalpa, guys. This is Jalpa in Shamrock Green. Look at that deep brown gradient lens tint. Jalpa is number 12 of only 75 pieces that were made. 7-barrel gold plated titanium hinges. Unique T. Henry coining work on the inlay right there on that core wire. So gold decor pieces on the front here. Just stunning, stellar look. The most premium Japanese acetate construction. We also have the Jesco and the Port Blue. And the Jesco is one of those shapes that's very angular, very edgy, just makes a really sharp look. Makes a good look as either an optical and a sun, or as a photochromic, like a clear or a lightly tinted indoor look that darkens to something like this outdoors. So the Jesco, just love those angles. Love this look on me. Why did I never do this one for myself?
I don't know why you never did this one for yourself, Daniel, because it's a really good look.
Yeah, this one might be coming right out of the sale and going home with me today. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yes. On YouTube, we get a question, are these deals currently on your website? They are. You can check them out right now. Go right to hicksbrunson.com, shop the Black Friday sale. There's a bunch of specials we've got going on for a very short period of time, so don't wait too long to check them out.
And I have two other sunglasses. Something that we'll talk about in a future live is how important your sunglasses are when it comes to wintertime. So don't think that just because we're going into fall and winter in some places, because I know those of you that may be from the East Coast that are watching, I know my parents back in Ohio, they got snow yesterday. Snow, really trackable snow. So they were pretty excited about that. I was even more excited because it was happening there and not here. But it is important to wear your sunglasses when it is wintertime for that glare protection. So these are two pieces. One is from Catch London, which is also a part of the Tom Davies family. And this piece here is an actual great piece. This is Brockwell. And this sun gives you plenty of protection. It's a great little uplifting cat eye. It's got a really good lens color. It's like a blue-gray. So for those of you that are like, man, I really don't like gray, there's enough blue in this that it's not super neutral. It kind of brightens things up and gives it a little bit of a crisp appeal. This frame has been super fun to reimagine with all different sorts of tints and transitions in it. I've done it several times for different clients. Another piece that I was super shocked that made it in the sale, this is Della. This is part of the Tom Davies family. Tom Davies partnered with Warner Brothers to do the 100 years of Warner Brothers. And And this is one of the pieces. This was from Beetlejuice. So he did the eyewear for that. You can't go wrong with a really cool, fun, black and white striped sun. This is just super, super fun.
Okay, I'm going to show some aviators real quick. And we had a question on YouTube, are the Black Friday items final sale? Normally they are. This year they're not going to be. They will be returnable. So I'm going to go through some aviators right now. This is the General by American Optical. And the General you can't get anymore.
Nope.
So if you are someone who is a collector of American Optical eyewear and you don't yet have the General in your collection, this is the large size in the gold, and this is the small size in the rose gold. This one has polarized lenses, polarized brown, glass lenses. This one has non-polarized gray lenses, the big General and the smaller size General. And one of the better aviator designs from American Optical, I must say, is the Sebring, and it is the silver and black color that I've got here. And I love the Sebring. It's got this dipped bar up top, just a cool aviator shape. I love the, what do we have? We have a black rim wire around the rims, but then we have that shiny silver bridge and shiny silver temple. You've got that iconic AO logo right there on the hinge. So great aviator in the Sebring. And let's see, we have a vintage, truly vintage inspired piece by Ketch London called Buchanan. And it was inspired, made for the movie The Great Gatsby, in honor of that movie. So that's the Buchanan, and it was named after, I think, one of the characters, if I believe right, in the Great Gatsby story. So there you have it. That's another great vintage look there.
I have two pieces from Hapter that made it into our sale. This is HL08, and this is in like a red black. So that for those of you that are not super familiar with Hapter, Hapter is industrial grade rubber over surgical steel. So you have this very light but very durable frame. With the nose pads, it's going to give the lift where it needs to. So this is a brow line. I would consider this a brow line. It's got this real heavy industrial grade rubber at the brow, and the rest of it is a thin surgical steel frame around the rest of it so that the brow line is very noticeable. Another piece from the Hapter collection is PL07. It is a 46i23 bridge. Again, it's in that red black. This is more of like a panto shape, so more rounded. Can you show the Tuatara? We can show it to Tuatara because we do have a couple of those on the shelf. This is one of those really wearable sizes and shapes by Hapter. With these frames, I own one myself. They are super comfortable, very lightweight. You don't even realize that you have them on. Once they're properly fitted, they really just stay exactly where they are meant to be on the face. So this is a very comfortable frame.
Yeah, we've got Shamrock.
Yeah, there is one in the sale.
Yeah,
I forgot
we do have
about
one
that.
in the sale. Yeah, that's thanks for pointing that out. The Tuatara by T. Henry, also in the Shamrock green. I think that's the right green. He only has a small handful of green colors. He's got Brigade green, he's got Jungle green, and Shamrock green, very, very rich, deep, dark green. Oh, my hair's looking on point. Somebody on you. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I felt pretty good about my hair actually, so I'm glad I'm getting affirmed in that. So this is the Tuatara, and it's got that great brown gradient lens. Tuatara is a great, I mean, this shape's fire, guys. I mean, look at this, the bridge fit, the little bit of a keyhole bridge, thicker up here. This is just a great size, fits most people really well balanced. I like the way the temper flares out with the hand-carved non-slip grip right back there. So this piece is number 14 of 65 made in this colorway. I like the signature octagon rivets in the T. Henry temples that you've got right there that bracket that gold-plated hinge to the metal core in these. So yes, Tuatara, is it not gorgeous? Tuatara is a great shape, one of the best shapes in the T. Henry collection, and Serious Business says, man, this content would be great as ASMR whispered.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we'll put a pin in that, Serious Business. Maybe there'll be a Friday morning live where we're just going to whisper everything to you.
We'll whisper everything to you.
I don't know. We'll take that before committee and see what happens. So we'll get back to you on that, Serious Business. So I'm glad everybody's having fun on this Black Friday. Hope everybody's just, recovering, enjoyed the day with their family yesterday, and you can just kind of sit back and relax and enjoy the cool eyewear that we've got today, because we've got a little bit more to show.
Yeah, I've got another piece. I've got another T. Henry. So this is Longtail, and Longtail is number 14 of 80. So there were only 80 of these little dudes made in the world. And this is the Laurel Blue. So it is blue and gold. You've got this great decor piece and design all the way down the temple and all the way down to the very, very end. You have a little pop of this beautiful blue on the very end. And it is a smaller aviator. So if you have seen some of his other aviators in the past, like Ghost is really big. Ghost is in my personal collection. This is designed for, a very sleek look. It's going to hit right at the brows. It's not going to be one that sits up super high or sits super low. This is designed to just fit the face really comfortably. It does have a vented bridge. So those little holes there are allowed to let air pass through them so that the frame stays where it's supposed to. Tuatara looks like the older T. Henry frames when you Tuatara Evo.
Yeah, Tuatara. It's reminiscent of some of those, the Evo in the beginning of the collection for sure.
And that is the original Tuatara. That is not the new Tuatara. So that's probably why.
Yeah, we might bring the Tempest out here in just a minute if you keep asking. I think you have to say, here's how this works. So it's like Beetlejuice. You have to say it 3 times before it pops up. So that might have been the 3rd time. We'll see if it works. Somebody said hiding the Tempest piece. Yeah, okay. This is we got a few 0G pieces. And those of you that are not familiar with 0G, let me just give you the quick rundown. This is flat sheet, surgical grade titanium, no solder points, no screws. This is the Taylor in color khaki. And it is a 48 eye size 23 bridge. And I mean, if you just need an easy frame to wear as your everyday look that's comfortable, they don't get much more comfortable than a 0G frame. First of all, the frames weigh nothing. And the temple tip has a counterweight in the back that kind of balances the weight over the back of the ear, keeps the weight off the front. So super comfortable frames. So that's a good model for a medium to smaller size face. If you need a larger size titanium, this is Katona. This is a 58 eye 18 bridge. This is a 58 eye. I see you asking for the Tempest again. All right, I hear you. This is a 58 eye 18 bridge. Nice, wide fit, khaki color as well, I believe. No, antique silver color. So these antique silver colors, you want something that's just really neutral and easy to wear with everything. 0G has some beautiful work. This is 4 squares, balance, harmony, all things that relate to the 0G brand identity. And then this one might even be bigger. This is the Watson. This is a 5818, brushed, blue, steel, my favorite of all the 0G colors, but it's got a much greater vertical measurement, that B measurement. So nice big eye size, but lightweight, comfortable fit. Those are the frames from 0G. And I can segue right into the most requested frame of the hour. This is the Tempest. We do have one of these available, although I know someone is, more than one person out there is wanting this one and right on the fence on it right now. What color is this? This is gold and tortoise.
Yeah.
And I think this is an 18 karat gold plated Tempest. Yes, it is. Leisure got that beautiful, beautiful coining, that laser engraved work on their temples, on their temple arms, that enamel detail work right there. You've got that tortoiseshell rim on the front wire. So Tempest is a good navigator shape. Kind of a, to me, feels very 80s. But just very classic and very lightweight, and I love the tortoise and gold together. It really doesn't get much better than that. And this one makes a fantastic sunglass, a fantastic look if you want to pair with an indoor tint or a transitions lens. That is the beautiful Tempest, made only of the finest Japanese block titanium. Just some of the best finishing work on Japanese-made eyewear by Leisure Society, by American brand Leisure Society. Hats off to designer and creator Shane Baum. He's designed over the years a great collection. He has a great team behind him. You're welcome. You're welcome for showing you the Tempest. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. So just a great collection, and just a few pieces available in our special.
And I'm going to show you two suns from Fossifos that I was surprised made it in. So this is Kimono 2, and it is this beautiful like blue slate with this very nicely done tortoise that fades to like this blushy plum temple. This is a 49i 26 bridge. This is going to work really well for the majority of ladies that are looking for an oversized sun. It fits super comfortably. These bridge sculptings that Fossifos does is amazing. They really soften this area right out so that it's not blunt against the bridge. It's just super, 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 super smooth. And then I also have another one, which is Kekimo one, I think is how it's pronounced.
Sounds good to me.
And this is a 4923 bridge. This is in a great tortoise. You get this pop of like cornflower, blue, could be purple, might be blue, might be purple. And then this one is going to fit just a little teeny bit bigger than the previous. But the one thing about this frame that is absolutely stunning is this beautiful ombre temple. So I hope the lights pick it up really well. It goes from this purpley blue or purpley brown down to this really soft purple and then back again. I see Daniel pulling out the Garrett. I love mine in blue.
Oh, somebody is a fan of the Garrett, and you've got the blue one. Yeah, this is the Garrett in orange. I just wanted to say, you know, the Garrett came in some amazing colorways, and you want a statement maker, you want eyewear that makes a fun color statement. The Garrett's just a great one. Big, boxy from Catch London, combination acetate and dark titanium here. You've got the iconic Catch London decor pieces here, the C and the L. So, you know, check it out. I mean, it is a great frame. Yeah,
it's a great frame, but the funny thing about that particular one is even though it's orange, its color is like yellow 40, I think, or yellow.
Oh, because the person who named the colorways for Catch London,
they have to have so much fun with it.
Well, they were in the Willy Wonka factory on the boat ride when all the colors were going crazy, taking whatever psychedelics those people were taking in that scene.
Yeah.
Because none of the colors made any sense, or half of the colors. I don't know. We were scratching our heads with so many of those colors. Yeah. So. But this is still within the British universe here. We're going to hop back over to MD 1888, and this is Gethin, Gethin, another good T.S. Eliot. Still better than names and colors from Masunaga. Well, we could talk about that too.
Yeah.
Let's. Masunaga is going, all right, well, this color is kind of a tortoisey color. What should we call it? Let's call it Demi. Yeah, we're going to call that Demi.
Yeah, we're going to call it Demi because that makes lots of sense and everybody knows what that is.
This is a great crown panto, a little softer, a little smoother, and a great green color. It's a 49i 21 bridge, but again, you know, that very British kind of T.S. Eliot sort of look to me. Nice sculpting, and look at the core wire. You do have, it's a dark acetate, but if I get it just right in the light, can you see the detail work on it? That great MD 1888 hinge, really, really beautiful work here.
And I have one other one from Catch London. So one thing that's really cool, I know we've talked about having the decor pins down the side. The inside of this little pin here and this little pin here, one is a C and one is an L for Catch London. So even though it's been done very, very discreetly, it does kind of let you know what's going on. This is Pinar Street, and Pinar Street has this beautiful rose gold hinge followed by this beautiful bridge bar. But if you turn the frame this way, you see that rose gold runs all the way around the acetate. And this is in a really pretty tealy blue. So I'm looking at the color online versus the color in person. This is actually a little bit more green than what it's appearing on the camera. This is a really good shape. If you want that uplifting cat eye, but you need it to be very shallow, this is gonna work really, really well, and it's super comfortable and very, very well made. And this is a 50i 19 bridge. It's absolutely stunning. I think it appears more green in reality than it does on camera.
I think
that's it.
I think we just wrapped it up, guys.
Yep.
We're going to put a bow on it. We appreciate you all so much for being here on this Friday morning live and for
Yes.
following us throughout the week. As I mentioned earlier, this is a very short time, short-lived special. There's two things going on. We've got the Black Friday mega sale, a bunch of frames that we've shared with you today. Some of our favorites are 50% off. We've got a special 10% off any one item. If you live in the local area, you come see us. We get special gift just for coming in to the store. So yeah, that's about all we've got for you today. We're glad everybody seems to have had a good Thanksgiving with your families. I hope you have a good rest of the weekend with your families, and we'll see you right back here next Friday for Friday Morning Live, everybody.